Oh yeah, Sakurai is back!
Development for Kirby Air Riders is well underway, and now it has a release date of November 20th, 2025. This was revealed in a massive Nintendo Direct presentation led by Sakurai himself, where he was able to discuss all the details of his brand new racing game.
The presentation confirmed that Sakurai hasn't changed one bit, and that really is for the best.
Adding every character as a rider in this game is extremely reminiscent of the tried and true Smash Bros. Formula. And the way he presented it all, classic Sakurai fashion, one piece at a time, hyping up every little detail.
Sakurai's showmanship is impressive for even the tiny things like other characters than Kirby being able to use copy abilities. It came as a huge surprise, less about the copy abilities being a cool new addition and more about how Sakurai dressed up the reveal to have such an exciting payoff. Sakurai's ability to go above and beyond, making the impossible become reality, is really unmatched.
At the beginning of the presentation, he asked, why is making games so hard? And it's really just because nobody does it like him. No one consistently puts this much effort in. I mean, really, a 45-minute long trailer? Yeah, it was basically just him teaching us the controls for the game, but I ate it up.
But let's refocus on the main point of this video. What does this announcement mean for Smash?
There are still quite a few unknowns, like if there's gonna be any Kirby Air Riders DLC. That would take away development time from Smash 6. We also don't know how deep the roster is gonna be for Kirby Air Riders. Many people pointed out there's a lot of space on that list. Personally, I just need marks. And of course, we don't really have a timeline for other major Switch 2 releases. We're probably going to have a couple new surprises coming up. Safe to say, Sakurai should be free to start working on new projects by like 2026? Look, it's all speculation, but even if Kirby Air Riders DLC is being worked on right now, hopefully it's not a ton of stuff. I would hope that Sakurai's schedule will be cleared up by 2026.
Okay everyone, focus. Remember what this channel is about. What does this mean for the next Smash game? More specifically, if Sakurai's been putting all his time and effort into this game, when's the next Smash even coming out?
If this is just a Switch 2 enhancement, like the Legend of Zelda games, holiday season of 2026 seems like a pretty likely release window. But if additional content is planned, like new modes or larger system changes to the whole game, it might be more of a wait. Let's say that this port is the base game with all the current DLC, plus Fighter Pass 3 and a new story mode. Sure, it could be done by 2026, but more likely we'd be looking at 2027 or 2028.
And if even more is getting revamped, we're probably looking at a 2028 or 2029 release window. Not soon at all.
However, Sakurai isn't the only person responsible for the production of Smash Bros. Games. Keep in mind that other teams like Bandai Namco have always been an active part in the production of Ultimate.
But isn't Bandai working on Air Riders too?
True, but who's to say that a new team hasn't been brought on to work on this project? As we've seen with other Nintendo ports and remasters, new and fledgling teams have been brought on to help with this very specific skill set. Who knows, maybe after Grezzo just wrapped up on Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom in 2024, they could have been using their extensive history of working on remakes and ports with Nintendo to be revitalizing Smash for this next generation. And if this is right, you know that I'm going to be making a YouTube short about this.
If they've been working on these upgrades since 2024, who knows, a winter 2025 drop could even be possible.
In my opinion, that's the best part. Long gone are the days of a big E3 Direct. Anything could drop at any time. A port, expansion, could be happening any day now.
One thing that we do know is that based on current timelines and our confidence that Sakurai is likely to be involved with any more developments on the series, a true sequel could take some more time to develop.
Most importantly, Sakurai has not lost his touch, and this proves it. If he's still involved with Smash 6, which, let's be honest, he has to be, it's his baby, it's going to be filled with the same love and attention to detail as ever.
But, isn't it interesting that many of the flashy animations and UI elements in Kirby Air Riders are so similar to what we see in Smash Ultimate? It really looks like they took that artistic direction that Sakurai settled on for Smash, and they turned the intensity up to like 11.
Okay, Trey, what does that mean, Mr. Graphic Design? The new Smash game is going to look exactly the same as the old one? What's going to differentiate it? Every Smash game up to Ultimate had such a unique style, but Smash 4 and Ultimate were kinda samey.
Yeah, we should really address the elephant in the room. Sakurai's been directing Smash games for years, and he's always said, okay, now this is the last one. Usually, it's Nintendo roping him into the projects, like Brawl specifically, and they have all the power in the world to simply not invite him back on to be the main director. It stands to reason that a new director could really breathe some fresh air into this franchise. Besides, Ultimate really was Sakurai's magnum opus. His vision for it was to be the definitive Smash game. He pulled out all the stops, and there just might not be anything left in the creative tank.
A new director is always going to be a gamble, but clearly Nintendo is willing to pitch a project and restart it if it's not up to standard, as seen by Metroid Prime 4's development, of course.
And if we're still trying to lock down a timeline, having Smash 6 be developed by another group brings even more merit to the idea that we could hear something new about it any day.
So, what do you think? Put your predicted release dates in the comments down below, and we'll all come back here in the future to see who was truly correct.
And if you're wondering when we think it's gonna come out, we're gonna put our guesses right here.
Thanks for watching the video, guys.
Subscribe.
We really appreciate your support. Please consider liking and subscribing to sample packs for all your Smash-related topics, news, info, and everything else your heart could possibly desire.
Because it's gonna be awesome.
Like or subscribe and comment because it's just...
And the like. Yeah.